How to monitor CPU and memory usage of your Linux machine. Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can easily monitor the hardware or the contents of the machine that you are using when you are running Linux. What I have here is Ubuntu machine, so we are going to look into it to see the percentage of the CPU, the memory, the different kind of the components of the laptop, how they are being used. You need to do this sometimes when you see that your machine is running slow, or if it's warm, for example. You want to check it to make sure that they are within the normal range. To do this, I'm going to introduce to you one of the simplest tools but powerful as well, which you can use to do this. The tool is free and it is called Psensor. Psensor needs to be installed before you can use it. To do that, let us go sudo apt install Psensor. This takes a couple of seconds to get installed. Now that Psensor is installed, to use it is actually very simple. You can just type Psensor. Now it shows you this screen, which kind of lists the components that your machine consists of. So what you can see here are the sensor, the value, the minimum, maximum color, and graph. Now, the package ID, which is the first thing on the table, is what represents the overall CPU temperature. So this is the entire CPU chip. It is called the package ID. So as we can see here, it's 55. Also, the normal range of this package ID is usually something between 35 to 75 degrees, depending on the workload that it carries. Right? So other things we can see here are the core, which is core 0, core 1, core 2, and so forth. Each of these represent or correspond to an individual CPU core. Modern CPUs usually have multiple cores, so each hitting differently depending on which is handling more workload. So other things we can see here are like the composite, for example, which usually refers to the to your graphics card temperature, especially on certain kind of systems, right? So normally it should be something between 40 and 80 degrees depending on the load that it carries. Another thing we are looking at here are the terms. You have term 1, term 2, term 3, and so forth. So these are the chipsets of the motherboard. They can represent the system board temperature, the power supply section, the SAT bridge, for example. Sometimes their names are generic depending on what flavor of Linux you are using. Also here we have the CPU usage. Here we have 24%. So this normally shows the percentage of your CPU currently in use. Also we have the amount of free memory on this very machine. So this tool, Psensor, like I said, is free. You can use it so easily whenever you are interested in knowing what is happening behind the hood of your Linux machine. I hope this has been helpful. If so, can I ask you to subscribe to my channel, to like, and to share? Thank you.